All right, good day, good evening. All right, to everyone all over the world, thank you very much for being here, taking your time out your day to watch this video or listen. It's better to watch and listen if you can. If you can't, I have my website, the book bag website. All right, go to. All right, I'll give my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take financial advice from me. Seek a professional, someone that knows who they're doing. Alright? But educational entertainment purpose. Alright? Alright. I'm gonna go through my clean analytic table thoroughly. Alright? Today. Alright. So this column is the time frame column. 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 1 day. Notice it have different colors because I have the DI system in there. Alright. I do have a DI column, right, that I hide because the table is already humongous. Alright, so instead of having the G's and whatnot, I have the color code and I just mirror it over here. Alright, what does that mean? Alright, let's go on my website. So I have the DI, tracks the directional state of each time frame using an internal proprietary system. Once a state is confirmed, it locks in and holds. It does not reset every bar state. State updates incrementally across time frames, so you may see a 1 minute confirmed first, then a 5 minute, and so forth. Alright? Now the B, the G, the blank. So when it hits, it sticks. Alright? Until it resets again at gray or G. Alright? So you'll learn how to use that. Alright? Don't have to focus so much on that, but it is helpful. Alright? You have your IO column, which I call, which is, relative index. Look at this right now. This is on a 1 minute time frame, so it is different than if we were to look on other time frame when it concerned with certain things like the high, the low, and the bias, right? And my amp system here, alright, that'll be different. These showed all the time frame at once, so you could use your confluence. Alright, so everybody have their favorite time frames and so forth. Alright, so it's the RSI IO. Squeeze, compression, non-compression. The light lens, you're out of the compression. Alright, it popped. And then the lock would be, you see a lock, then is in compression state. See if we could get something that have a lock. Alright, I'm gonna go to something else because keep writing that. This is not a good one. Alright, see if it's in a lock somewhere. No lock. And you have Bitcoin dominance sometimes, as I explained. It's a Bitcoin is like the master. The rest is, I don't like that term. So no, you have it in the hard drive, the master and the slave drive. But Bitcoin is dominant, and the rest follows. Sometimes until the Bitcoin settle down, and the rest will play and do whatever. You could say parent and child if you want some kind of example like that. You know, parents rest and the kids are playing. Alright? But let's go back to the table. I'm trying to find a lock. I'll just go to SpaceX. Should be a lock somewhere. No lock either. Yeah, that's brand new. See what AMD doing so good. There we go, lock. Alright. I want to go to something. AMD is just so good. Goodness. That's one of my first stock that I bought. It's AMD. Coming from my background. Let's go back to, it was around $3. It was. That was back in the days. And then she took over and made a lot of changes. So let's go back. Something that's moving. So this is the dominance. Let me open it up. Again, I like to save space. DOM stands for dominant, so I have the dominant row. This is the same thing. So I use two different metrics, combine them together, and that produce the dominant. So if you having a hard time understanding the table, this is kind of it's not the real, you should be using your brains, but if it's too much for you, this is the way the dominance 100% red. Alright, alright, see the same thing here, but I want to save space, so I just put it right there. I have many versions of the table while I was building it. So much different. Not different. I changed it. I made it better. I made it better. I made it better. I made it better. And I still have to make this better. There's always more and more. Just like a phone that some people like to worship and take a bite out of, maybe. You know, it's not perfect. And there's updates to be made. Alright? And errors. And I might make an error. I'm making a lot of programs and a lot of the website, and there's so much. I'm one person, and I'll update if there's an error. Alright? And anyone out there that cares can inform me something you understand or an error. But far as the main things work. Alright? The phone works, right? So everything for now, you update it. Alright? New things come out, update it. Alright, so it's not 100% I'm a human being, but it's there. Alright? I want to put it out there if it wasn't there. Alright? This is the SAR, stand for stop and reverse. Alright, I just did the higher time frame. Program was getting big, and that's the solution. You don't need it for here. I have different versions if that's what you want. You could do that. Alright. So volume column, call it power. because I'm gonna call it power because it's nothing is straight. I want to say nothing, but it's a mixture of one and two things. So it's volume, but some secret sauce in it, if you want to call it that. You know? All right. So I make the name. I make the program. Make the name. See amp. See right here, the 15 minute, the 15%. All right. All right. So amp is in current volume versus recent average. All right. So when it's 100% equal exactly at the average, above average equal more volume than usual. All right. So above 100% is more volume than usual, and it's gonna be blue. Below 100% equal quieter than usual, and it's orange. So that should give you some decision making above the average volume. What that is going to tell you, so it's not just volume. That's, see, I try to make the best indicator in the world, right? Of course, the goal, not be biased here, is the best indicator in the world. All right. So that's giving you some information, you know. All right. All right. And as always, think about what time frame you're on, because different time frame, different number. You see that? All right. All right. 23. 1 minute. Some 1 minute, guys. All right. You have your high and your lows. All right. How the high and low? So again, it might be different than the high and low that you know. It's based on the time frame that you're on. And I used the 250 bars. What are bars? Call it 250 candles if you want. Bars are somewhere here. There you go, bars. Alright. Candles, whatever. On a close, 252. Alright, high and the low. So I get to, based on my time frame, see what the high and the low. Going back to what I like. Alright. Let's go to something simple so you can see. Alright. Go to link. You know, do your research and link link stuff up. Alright, so there you go, high and low. Go to 1 hour. Alright. Alright, see it change. Alright. So your dominant system, 100% red in compression state. What happened when you're in compression? After compression, release, which is the direction. I use my power section to determine that. Alright? To aggregate certain things. Alright? Alright. So we covered, and then the stage. This is my bias system, which is a 3-step system. And let's go on the book bag website. Find a bias. Market bias rule. Bias rule summarizes the overall market condition based on wave analysis. We use an internal multi-factor system to determine if the market has entered directional phase. Alright, so I have my bias system. So I thought about, you know, maybe again, the dominance, you have the dominance, you have the bias system. And when it hits that bias, it stays for my opinion, what I see, right, for a long time. So I created it, right, and I have different stages: bias 1, bias 2, bias 3. When it goes to 3, full wave warning level is when it's flash. So you see the turn flash off. So, okay. All right, so can it go past 3? Yes, but to me it's like extended, right? It's me. Could ignore it. In fact, just turn it off. All right, turn off that row. All right, don't like it, take it out. It's very simple. All right, don't like that, take it out. It is so much information. You could dumb it down, you compact it. You're in a nerd zone, you could make it complicated. You could even see something, maybe you could use it, figure out a way to use it how I didn't even intend to use it, but it works out to your benefit. What I'll say. Alright? I created this based on what I understand and how I go about it. You don't have to use a DI system, you don't have to use a bias system, you don't have to use whatever, you don't have to use it at all. But so I created, give a lot of data for you to make a good decision. So I think I covered everything. R1 on the bear side, gold is up to 3. Alright, above average, volume right there. Alright, so much information. My power, my volume, if you want to call it algo, each time frame. You can use confluence. Use confluence right now. Red, 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 red. Except for this, predominant. Just use 2 different things combined, and it's going up. Alright, so it's gonna go up forever. It's gonna take time. 1 minute first, 15 minutes, you understand? So I explained, most people do the top down approach. Look at the higher time frame first. SpaceX don't have a lot of data right now, but something to have a lot of data. Look at the higher time frame, 45. Let's look at the daily and link. Alright, and just Control S, so automatic is always on. Alright, what's the daily? Down from 512, down. Alright, down. I already have my lines drawn out from years and years ago. Alright, so extend in the future. I had these drawn a long time ago, and it respects the line. It's not exactly, it's an area. Alright, around that place. Alright, so you can see, I think that covers. Let's go on the table. So you have all these things. I need to update the force all time frame. Alright, that needs to be updated. Not necessary right now. I might just take it all out. Take the force out. Alright, disable flash. Probably bothering someone. I thought about that. I don't know. You have options to move the chart around. Alright, you have options. Alright, and I made it so you could do, whatever. All right. All right. Let's see. We have style, table, one by one. Could move time frames. I like to watch all the time frames. Before I made this, I had a lot of monitors, so I could see every time frame. I didn't like scrolling back and forth. That's what I chose to do. Judge me, love me, your choice. But I wanted to see. Alright, change up SAR, the wave stage, the warnings, you could change it. I have it at 2, put it at 3. Alright, I have it at 2. So at 1, 2, I don't like to go to 3. Being safe, but whatever. You could change the text color, you know. Alright, this is yellow. Options today is you like pink. That's not pink. Close to pink, whatever. I don't know. So you have options, size, the high and low, smaller. Alright, above color, you want to change the color. You don't like green, make it blue. Alright, so many options. Large program. Alright, if I let me know if you see any errors. It'll be nice. Teamwork makes the dream works. Alright. A lot of people have a community. Eventually, hopefully, I'll have a community and have some. I'm gonna start that. Try to put some type of chat. Alright. Alright, so I think this covers that. That I keep repeating. I'm just gonna look IO column, compression, see if it's in compression. Wait for the release. Got my dominance. I'm gonna look more on the volume here, and I'll make my decision. Alright? Alright. So this took a lot of years first to understand, and after I understand, and coming from my tech background, always wanted to make a program. An opportunity came and I made a program, and so just what's in my brain, what's in my notes, I combine all into one. And then we're gonna go next over the Nomad. Alright, so this video is already long. I hope that you understand it, and if you don't, I am here. Send an email, make a comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We all can learn together. Go back to my page real quick. Alright, I have languages, even Creole, Patois, Jamaicans. Alright, the learning center, so you can learn. Alright, alright, so we have this here. Alright, I have calculator. So you you saw in some videos before. I turn the animation off if you don't like it, and it will hit your cookies, so you never see it again if it bothers you. I like the animation. Alright, there's more than just trading. Some might say this is unprofessional, right? It's my site, and I'm not choose to do that. I have Lifeline. Traders and investors get stressed. So I'm creating a whole ecosystem. You need to reach out to someone, mental health support. I don't know, lost all your money, or you made too much money. I don't know. Call someone. This is my friend, so I win, my friend win. All right. Got Nerd Geek Life. Got a lot of Linux stuff here. Not gonna turn the animation off here because I like it. No option for that. All right. I think nerds will like it. So Linux guide, got command. Alright, turn the old computer into a fast computer. Linux is nice. A little nerdy, but it's lightweight. Look up the history. The inventor is still alive today. God bless his soul, the Most High. Alright, go home. Your budget tool. Got stretch. Time is hard right now. Alright, but it's not a video is really not about that. It's about my analytic table. But I want to leave you with some encouragement. Today's encouragement. Alright, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Alright, so here we go. Does it automatically. Alright, so thank you everyone for being here, taking the time out your day. So this is a breakdown of my table. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I do not get financial advice. Thank you. See you again.